What's up guys, Qehzy here, bringing you guys another tutorial, this time on making some sick avatars like people like Sorcone, Reno, Airvicey, and people like that who can make these really sick avatars. If you guys don't know what they look like, go check those guys out, Sorcone, Airvicey, and I believe it's SB Reno right now, or Fractal Reno, whatever. But they make some sick avatars. Cone is probably my favorite. Everyone keeps asking me how he does it, and I mean, quite frankly, I don't know how he does his so well. But I'll just give you guys the basic understanding of how he does it, how he makes it like pop up, like pop out of the picture, but then again, it's still in like the logo. So I'm just gonna basically give you guys the idea. I'm not promising you guys it will be as good as Cone, because Cone is really talented, really good, probably the best clan avatar designer out there. But for this, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make like a Black Ops Ghost one. And there's a few ways you can go about doing this. You can get as creative as you want, but for this one, we're gonna have just like a background. You can do these without backgrounds, but what you're going to need is like two different pictures. One picture set as the background that won't be on the logo, but just fits the theme of the background. So this is a COD Ghost, so I'm just going to use this skull. Just kind of have it in the background there, just to add some effect to it, you know. Bring down the opacity maybe a little bit, so like that. Or you could just go no a background and just have the stuff here. But yeah, I'll just show you how to do that now. So you have your render. Make sure you kind of have like an edge to it that is either lighter or darker in color, and make sure that the main color is just like a lighter gray. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our picture that we want, and you can use multiple pictures and pen tool various parts and have them stick out. But let me just find this picture. Alright, here it is. And I'm just gonna blow this up so it fits over the logo nicely. So something like that. And then I'm going to right click rasterize layer. I'm going to duplicate it and then hide that duplicated one. And the one that is visible, I'm going to right click and create a clip mask. And I'm going to put it on multiply. So it looks something like that. Now this is really dark, so you might want to play with the settings a little bit or bring down the opacity. Just really depends how you feel. So that looked pretty good. That's kind of dull though. I'm just going to try a few other settings. Alright, overlay works pretty well. That's probably the one I was going to go with anyway. But I've used multiply so much for various things. But yeah, alright, so you can use overlay, multiply, whatever works. Overlay works better in this case for me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hide the layers, the logo and the overlay, and I'm going to check this layer that we duplicated, and I'm going to like crop out the part that I want sticking out. So I want this guy's head, and I believe his hand sticks out as well, if I'm not mistaken. No, oh yeah, I'll have his hand. Alright, so I'm going to have his hand and head stick out. And you can use multiple tools. You can use this lasso tool, click and hold and go to magnetic lasso, and kind of just go around and it'll cut it out for you basically, and this seems to be working quite nicely. So I'm just going to do this. That worked better than expected. Or you can use something like the pen tool. You guys, most of you guys will probably be familiar with that. Let me just finish that off. Crap. Alright, and then what I'm going to do now is delete this since I got it. And if you guys aren't familiar with the pen tool, it's right here, and you can just simply like trace over things, and then once you have what you want selected, you close the hole first of all, and you right click, make selection, hit OK, and then you can delete whatever. But I already cropped out what I wanted, so I'm going to go back to this. Then I'm going to erase the part that I really don't care about. So that'll be the bottom part here. I'm just going to erase this. I'm actually going to lower the opacity so I can see it a little better. And Yeah, so there we go. Gonna bring up back up opacity, and you should get something like this. Now, as you can see, if I check this, um, if I have this unchecked, as you can see, it lays like this looks seamless. But if I do this, you can see like there's an edge to it here, and that can kind of be a problem. What you're gonna want to do is get a soft brush, just kind of go around that edge. As you can see, I got kind of close there, and just kind of make it go seamlessly into the logo. So there you can see we have like a popping out um, image of the head and the hand there. So I mean, this kind of doesn't work because it obstructs a lot of the logo, but it'd be better if you had something smaller, like I don't know, like a bird or something, or like a sword sticking out, I guess. Now I don't know if Cone does this or those other guys who are really good at this stuff and do it every day, but I'm just gonna add like a slight shadow. So I'm gonna make a new layer underneath the popping out layer. I'm gonna get a black and click OK, and I'm just gonna kind of get a bigger soft brush, just kind of go around where it lays over the logo like that, something like that. So you can see that there's like a shadow, kind of adds the effect. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker, so like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Um, since this was like a render of mine, I mean the phase logo would probably, like the avatar would probably be a lot better and look a lot cleaner, and you can have like flares and things as well on it, and you'd obviously have a color correction things. And if you have the other background, this isn't even like a good background. I should have probably found a better one, but if you have something like this, just to add like effect, you could do that. Or if you really wanted to, instead of having that, you could have the original picture that you have laying over and just have that behind it. But as you can see, this image isn't big enough. But I could do something like this, and then just bring down the opacity a little bit. And you know, you could get really creative. This avatar is pretty dark. I wasn't expecting this to be that dark. I'm sure you could, with the color correction, it'd probably look a lot better. If you added a few contrasts, some like curves, and a drop shadow to this would probably be a smart idea. But yeah, okay, that's basically it. And then if you hide the bottom layers, you kind of have something like that. But thank you guys for watching this tutorial. I hope this will help you guys out in creating some cool avatars. And again, you guys probably won't be as good as Cone right away. Actually, you probably will never be as good as Cone. Sorry to ruin your day. He's ridiculous. But with enough practice, you'll get to it. I'm sorry to sound so mean and flirty, but he is so sick. But yeah, you guys can make really cool avatars with this. I'm still trying to play around with this system. This might not even be how Cone makes it. I don't even know, to be honest. But yeah, so I hope this tutorial helped you guys. Sorry to sound like a Debbie Downer there. And I only seem to have this rant at the end of tutorials for about a minute. That's completely pointless. But I don't know. Huh. And I should have kept this under 9 minutes. Now I went over. Okay. I just feel like I should keep talking. Okay.